What's up, everybody? This is Kyle Riker back at you with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Target exclusive WWE Ultimate Edition Yokozuna, regular and chase. Now, to be honest with you, this is actually an Ultimate Edition figure I didn't know that I wanted to see. Well, a character I didn't know I wanted to see in the Ultimate. Here he is. I was actually pretty pumped when I noticed this. I actually forgot the chase even existed until I spotted it at a Target recently. I went to a Target I very rarely go to, and bam, there he is. Whereas my local Target, as you know, sucks. So they did not have this bad boy. But here he is, and these figures are pretty sick. And I'm looking forward to see how these figures stack up to the Elite Yokozunas, because there's not too much different in terms of the articulation and the sculpting. Not too much different. But we'll see how they are. Anyways, first thing is first, the packaging. Of course, like the other exclusives, we have the red, like it's very dominantly red, whereas the other ones, it's very dominantly white. Like I said, Yokozuna, Ultimate Edition. On the side, probably the most famous photo of Yokozuna right there. Of course, WWE Legends. Of course, Yokozuna. On the side, just the name Yokozuna, Ultimate Edition. In the back, a picture of Yokozuna. And of course, the picture of the figure. A couple stats. You can pause right there if you want to read it. I was hoping they were going to put tag team champion on there, because he was a tag team champion with Owen Hart. And then a small little bio, which I love that bio. You can pause right there if you want to read. And the chase is the same. That's about it for the packaging. So open up Yokozuna and see what we have. Alright, so here's Yokozuna out of his packaging, and honestly, this figure kind of surprised me a little bit with the added posability and some of the accessories in it, because there's a few parts of it I wasn't really expecting. Anyways, these are really awesome figures. Yes, let's get right into it. Now, the accessories, of course, are exactly the same for both, so I'm only going to go over the accessories once. Anyway, so they both come with 3 pairs of hands. They got these standard gripping hands. Got a pair of fists. And we got a pair of more open hands that we've seen before with guys like Ricochet and Tommaso Ciampa, Bret Hart, and a few others, where you could use these when he puts his hands on his hips when he's doing, you know, like the sumo pose. Yeah, because, you know, sumo wrestlers, like, they do that. They put their hands on their hips and they squat, you know, before every match. So that's a nice touch. They come with 3 interchangeable heads, which I'm a little mixed on the head sculpts. The first head is the default one, where we have this more, just like a blank, angry expression. The second head, we get the same expression, but he's looking off to the side. Again, don't really get this one. And finally, we get a screaming head, like he's screaming Bonsai. Like I said, I like these head sculpts, but I'm a little mixed. I was like, I'm not really seeing Yokozuna's likeness in these head sculpts. I mean, they're good head sculpts, but they're, I don't know, the likeness just seems a little bit off. Of course, we got his trademark robe, which is good to see this again, because we don't see this robe too often with the Mattel Yokozuna figures. I think only 2 other figures have come with this robe. The first one was obviously Elite Series 15, which is his first figure from Mattel. And then the second one, which is the Walmart exclusive Flashback series, which I have right here, which we'll see in a minute. So it's good that we got this robe again. I'm glad that the string is actually attached to it, because the other times we got this robe, it was a separate piece, and it gets lost very easily. So thank you, Mattel, for stitching it on there, so that we don't lose it. That's good. And also, the material feels different, so who knows, maybe it's not going to stay in the figure this time. Of course, he comes with the classic Winged Eagle Championship. Always awesome to see this title. Very cool. And finally, this accessory I've only seen once before, and that is a little bucket here, which is obviously the bucket of salt that him and Mr. Fuji would carry to the ring all the time. And no, it doesn't come with any salt, it's just a little bucket. It's a cool accessory. We've only seen it, I think, one time, and that was with the, I think it was the Royal Rumble Elite figure, which has, I think he has this screaming face, I think. Or like an evil grin or something, and then he comes with this. So it's good to see this accessory again. So yeah, that's the accessories, and now on to the figure itself. I've already mentioned the head sculpts. Moving down, not too different than the Elite Yokozuna. Like, very similar mold. Yeah, from the torso and the legs. There's only a few differences, which I'll get into that later on. But it's so good to see this gear again, the red with the black belt, because we've only seen this once before from Mattel, and that was Elite Series 15. The only other figures we have gotten from Yokozuna have been in different gear. Like, we got the white and black gear twice, and then we got the reverse, black pants, red belt one time. Whereas this gear we've only gotten once, which surprised me, because when you think of Yokozuna, like, most of his matches, he was always wearing this gear. So it kind of surprises me that this is only the second time we got it. But hey, it's something different every time. I was so glad to have this gear again, because this is Yokozuna right here. This is iconic Yokozuna. So it looks great. Like I said, very much the face. Like I said, very nice sculpting on it. Definitely captures his size. Now, so I'll get into this later on with the articulation, but they definitely fixed his feet, the joint in his feet, so he's able to stabilize much better. The other Yokozuna figures, the way they did his ankle joint and everything, it makes him very tricky to stand sometimes. So here, he's much more easier to stabilize. So, excellent. Now on to the Chase variant, which once again, same accessory, so I'm not going to go over it again. Same face, already went over it. Now here's a gear, I don't think we've ever seen this gear before in any figure, and that is the red pants with the white belt. Now, of course, most famously, he wore this in his debut match, and he did wear it a couple other times in matches. But for the most part, this is like a one-and-done gear. So it is actually pretty cool that we have this gear, because I liked it. It definitely stands out. So pretty cool, and I'm glad. And then I'm glad this one's actually the Chase somewhat, because like I said, it's a very unique gear. So like if you're like a really diehard Yokozuna fan, and definitely like you really know your Yokozuna facts and gear and everything, here's one you definitely want to track down. And I assume it's rare, because when I found these figures, there was I think 5 or 4 Yokozuna figures on the shelf, and only one was the Chase. So I assume this one's pretty limited. Articulation, it's pretty much the same as the Elite Yokozunas, but there's a few differences, and one of them really surprised me. And we've got the ball jointed head, which can rotate side to side, can go up and down. Arms rotate 360, that can go in and out. Rotate the bicep. Double jointed elbow, which I think this is the first time we've had a Yokozuna figure with double jointed elbows. So that's a nice touch. That's one difference. It does have the butterfly joint here, so that's another difference. Right here, the little butterfly joint. Of course, rotate at the wrist and then hinge at the wrist. Same upper torso. Go forward and back. Kind of side to side. And it can swivel a little bit. Same as the Elite here with the legs forward and back, in and out. Thigh. Oh, and here's something that we've never seen before. Actually, Hasbro does this. It has something that people like to call the drop-down legs, where basically you can move the leg down a little bit like that. See, it's kind of like a double hinge on the leg here. See that? So it helps you actually move the leg a little bit forward. On a guy like Yokozuna, it's not really necessary. I mean, maybe for certain poses, like when he's squatting, but it's really not necessary. Because I mentioned swivel the thigh, double jointed knee, can swivel up here at the calf. Now, here's what I was talking about with the ankle joint. They actually really fixed the ankle hinge here. So I apologize for the birds in the background. Anyways, the joint in his ankle is very different. It's similar, but it's different. And it moves so much better. The way it moves is so much better, and it's more stabilized. And then finally, like a lot of Ultimates, he has the toe joint. So, very nice. Like I said, very great stability with this now. So, I'm hoping if we get another Yokozuna Elite, they better bring this ankle joint in. Maybe not the foot, but at least the ankle joint. So it helps him stand much better. For comparison, here he is with the other Yokozuna Elites. I only have 2 of them because Yokozuna is not that easy to come by sometimes. Here he is with the Target exclusive Hall of Fame Elite in the white and black. Now we got this gear again in the Royal Rumble Elite, where it's a different head, but same gear. Anyways, get it in there. And the Walmart exclusive flashback series. Just get the robe off. Where he's wearing the same gear as the regular, but it's the reverse in the black and red. So you can definitely see the upgrade with the face scan. This was the first head scan we got with Yokozuna from Elite 15, as well as this one. Then we got this one here, and then of course now we got the 3 from the Ultimates. And they stack up pretty well. And like I said, they're not that much different. Oh, that was my fault with the Chase one. So like I said, not too much different as far as the sculpting goes. The only real difference is, like I said, the way the legs move down. Of course, the ankle joint's a little bit different, and the toe. And of course, this one has the Ultimates have the double jointed elbows, and of course the butterfly joint. I don't think the Rumble Elite has the double jointed elbows. I'm not too sure because I don't have that one. So it's a pretty nice upgrade. Not like I said, not too much different, but definitely a worthy addition and a worthy upgrade with these figures. So like I said, these 2 figures, I didn't know I wanted Yokozuna as an Ultimate, but now that they made them, I'm glad we got them, and hopefully we get a later era, like this era, Yokozuna as an Ultimate. That'd be pretty cool. So quick final thoughts. Overall, both of these are freaking amazing figures. Like I said before, Yokozuna is definitely a character I did not know I wanted in an Ultimate Edition figure, but now that we got 2 of them, regular and Chase, I'm glad to say I'm glad that we got them. So both of these are awesome figures. Definitely very nice upgrade to the Elites. Like I said, not too much different than the Elites, aside from the few minor additions to the articulation, and of course the accessories. I always love the gears that they chose, especially the red and black one. Definitely really iconic. Glad to have that one back. Of course, love the new upgrade with the robe, with the tie, with the band around it, actually attached to it this time. Of course, we got the bucket, got the title, the hands, the 3 different heads. Even them a little mixed on the heads, just in terms of the likeness. They're still really nice head sculpts. Anyways, awesome figure. So if you can find either the regular or the Chase, or even both at your local Target, or get them online for a good price, these are definitely great figures to have. Honestly, these are probably 2 of the must-have figures for your Ultimate Edition collection, whatever, if you collect the Ultimates. Either way, these 2 are must-haves. Like, you gotta get these 2 if you're a fan of this time period of the WWE, or just a fan of Yokozuna in general, just like I am. I would say snatch them up if you can. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to click the notification bell and ring the bell so you don't miss a single review, and stay tuned for more reviews of not just WWE action figures, but AEW action figures, toy hunts, stop motions, some shorts, and a whole lot more. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe. And until next time, remember, you can't touch my dream and you can't touch my soul. I'm out. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.